Is this alright? Is this alright?
Hey, my name's Eddie from Eddie's Emporium, and I'm a TCG store owner, and I'm recently new to this whole scene. So this is a learn along journey, and I'm sharing tips, tricks, and my general experience. Have you ever had that frustrating experience where you've been onto a site and you just stumbling around trying to understand where specific items are, and you kind of eventually just get tired and exhausted and you just go elsewhere? This is probably because of the filtering system that you might have experienced and employed, and that's what we're going over today is Metafields. So what is Metafield? So it's used for product filtering, and why is it essential for your store? It massively improves the shopping experience for your user, especially when you're working with TCG. TCG obviously is a massively diverse portfolio, Digimon, Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, gazillion more, and then you go into the rarities, then you go into the sets, it's like an endless maze. So if you're just having every product up there front facing, you're going to alienate and then just scare away your clients, and that's your sales, your user experience, your reputation. Don't go there because it's just a nightmare to work around. You could have the coolest stuff, but if you're not enabling your customer to have the easiest possible experience to buy it, you're going to have a really tough time converting sales. So as I mentioned, metafields are little tags you kind of apply to your products, condition, rarity, set, and so on. That, especially I'm using TCG because I'm a TCG store. Obviously, this is applicable to whether you're working in the clothing industry, electronics, games, whatever. The reason I'm doing this video is Shopify does not give you this off the bat. It's a nightmare to set up. I must have spent the best part of 15-20 hours just trying to understand how they worked. So I'm trying to share this with you. Obviously, if you're an aspiring shop owner, TCG or not, this is something that you may find useful because this is applicable to other places, not just Shopify, although the UI here will be Shopify. So there'll be something here for everyone. So for the TCG store owners or want to be owners out there, the set name, rarity, language, card condition, year or era, they're the things that you wanted to be able to filter by, the brand, if it's a figure, even a release date if you wanted to. I think that's where you get into a bit of granular detail. Even I've not really got to the release date area of that yet. I think that's over complicating the situation, but depends, when you learn this, you can apply it how you want. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how to set up a metafield, and that is, big term for essentially just a little tag you're putting on your items so that they can filter when your filter searches for that tag. So what we're going to do is we're going to go to the search bar here. I've already got it done, but if you just go into your settings and you can type in obviously meta or, for meta objects, meta fields, go into your custom data, and then you've got your custom data area here. Of course, this is applicable to where you want it to be. We're wanting to apply metafields to our products because that's what the customer is going to be doing. They're going to be filtering through products that we've added to a collection or, just your general all product grid. So what you want here, you've got assigned to all products, which is, it doesn't take any prisoners. You've got, anything and everything, or you can assign it to categories. If you're a diverse store, you sell TCGs, you might sell video games as well, and so on. You can apply it per category. So when you do have these products that you're assigning, so you're making a product, you sort of say, I've got a Pikachu here. This goes in the collectible trading cards category, and then the metafields will pop up relative to the category that you've set. So I'm a TCG store, go figure out. Now, these are ones I've preset here. So you can see here, I've done TCG set. They're saying there's some invalid rules here. So let's figure out what is wrong here. So I've done the legendary duelist sort of volcano here. Let's figure out why it's incorrect. So this will probably be, I've changed the name of it. As you can see here, that starts with Yu-Gi-Oh! And I've changed it to legendary duelist because I like the name of the set to be first. And obviously it's implied because when you go to search this, it'll be within the Yu-Gi-Oh segment. So you just need to look for the set you're looking for within that brand. So click that, essentially just sort of say, yep, I'm changing it to that. That's what it's moved to. You just hit save, it'll apply it. Bob's your uncle. Tea break. Okay, so as you got here, always limit to preset choices and single line of text where possible, because what you're doing there is you're enabling your choice to be a drop down. If you didn't, and you don't have to, if you untick that, that just becomes an open box, which means you can just type what you want in. And if you're like me, you're forgetful, you do cards with a capital C, cards with a lowercase c, that can be the difference between it appearing on a filter or your customer having two filters of the same thing, and it's just not that clean. So as you can see here, I've added each individual one as an option. So set here, I'm adding one test set. Test set. Hit save, and that will then apply to any products under the collectibles category. Now, always do this in Sandbox because you are obviously playing with your live site. So if you've got a live site going, you don't want any customers getting a weird experience. So it's just check for invalid metafields. That's fine. It's just something it does automatically. So you've set it. Say if I wanted this Hisuian electrode to fall under that new set, or I've incorrectly done it or not added that new set, because you can do this as you go. I'm just mentally ill and I like to be able to add every single set at once where possible, although I've not added the new rocket set, which is also very exciting. I'm going to do a video on that soon. But you can see here, you can go down to the TCG set. I've edited that, Dark Fantasia, scroll down to the bottom because that's where it was, and I can apply it to a test set. Now, if you go into your Pokemon singles and this area here, so let me just restart the filter system. Wow, look, you can get the new products on my store. You can go down to your Pokemon singles. You can go to the TCG brand if you want the TCG set. So this right now is pulling in all the information of products I have attached to them stock, not every single one. So it's very smart like that. And you can see test set. Click on that and that product will load. This will allow your customers to find what they need quickly, efficiently, and just essentially wham bam, thank you man, here's your money. You're going to have a really good customer experience, saying how easy and simple it was to find. If they don't find it, the likelihood is because you've set up all these filters, they're kind of going to be, they don't have in stock. Try and have everything in stock. So we've kind of touched on, this is a customer experience. It's not just a store for SEO because you want to pop up higher on Google ratings. It's also the customer experience, and it always ends with them. And I think that's where you always need to build your site with that in mind. I'm still new to this. There's still areas I'm learning. This is a journey you're on with me as well. So if there are things that I've missed, or real nice to know, share them with people in the comment section and myself, because I can steal that. Free education for me. And it stops obviously you losing sales, most importantly, because that's going to be word of mouth in the TCG world's difficult. If you've got a negative reputation about you, it can be really hard to be able to change that. If a customer's got a really their go-to person and have given you a chance, you're really only going to get one of them. So to summarize this, I think the easiest way that I'm going to say this, if you've only got 1 to 10 products on your store, just do it now. Because rather than trying to sort out 1,000 products down the line and already have lost sales, you can apply them to your products as you go. You don't need to be like me and add every single set under the sun. You can just do say, okay, I've got some Heatwave in, great, I'll add Heatwave as a set metadata, or I've just got my first Japanese CHR rare, I'll add that, and do it progressively. But if you start from the beginning, you're going to have a real good time from a customer perspective, but also, you know, your general mental health, because I'm having to set this up now and it's a nightmare with all my existing stock. So if you're a new store, you're gonna be onto a winner. That's it for this video. Always human in mind. I suppose let me know if you've ever set this up as a store, you know, if there's anything I've missed, or, you know, if you've got any thoughts on this video, or you've got any questions about Shopify, not Spotify. That's a different one. Sorry, Apple Music, you can sue me for that. Where am I going with this? Anyway, tea break. So yeah, I suppose if you need any help structuring your store in any way, shape or form, and I've done it, let me know, because I think it'll be really useful for me to be able to help you. You know, I learn along these sort of things. It reinforces what I know, but also gives you the opportunity to correct me. And if you need to see or would like to see anything else in, you know, revolving the store, setting it up, anything at all, let me know in the comments. And yeah, I'll catch you on the next, whatever this is. Bye.